Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're talking about something that so many people experience but don't always know how to deal with: loneliness. If you've been feeling alone, disconnected, or just in need of deeper connections, you're not alone in this. Stick around because I'm going to share some practical advice and real ways to turn loneliness into an opportunity for growth and connection. You know, for so long, I didn't even want to admit I felt lonely. But the truth is, loneliness is a universal human emotion. It's just as natural as joy or sadness. So, let's dive in. Let's talk about what loneliness is trying to tell us and what we can do about it. First, let's be clear. Loneliness is not the same as being alone. You can be surrounded by people and still feel lonely, or be by yourself and feel completely at peace. Loneliness happens when we crave deeper connections but don't know how to find them. It's that feeling of being unseen, unheard, like you're wandering through life without anyone truly you. And it hurts. Loneliness is a real, visceral experience, and it triggers the same parts of our brain as physical pain. But here's the thing about loneliness. It's a signal. It's our heart's way of saying, hey, I need something more. I need to feel seen, heard, and understood. And just like any signal, we can choose to ignore it, or we can choose to listen. When we try to ignore loneliness, it tends to get louder. It can show up as anxiety, as numbness, as pushing people away, even when what we really want is to pull them closer. But when we choose to listen to loneliness, when we have the courage to say, this is what I'm feeling, it loses its power over us. We create space for healing, for growth, and most importantly, for connection. What I've learned in my research and in my own life is that connection starts with ourselves. It starts with understanding our own needs, our own values, and learning to show up in the world as our most authentic selves. Before we look outward for connection, we need to start within. Ask yourself, what do I enjoy? What excites me? What makes me feel alive? Taking time to explore your interests can actually make it easier to find like-minded people. Think about it this way. When we're disconnected from ourselves, when we're not clear on our own needs and desires, it's hard to show up authentically in relationships. We might try to be who we think others us to be, rather than who we truly are. But when we take the time to connect with ourselves, to get curious about our passions and interests, we start to radiate a different kind of energy. We become more magnetic. We attract people who resonate with who we are at our core. This might look like journaling, spending time in nature, taking yourself on artist dates, anything that helps you reconnect with that spark within. And here's a little secret. When you're genuinely excited about your own life, it becomes easier to connect with others. Enthusiasm is contagious. Don't be afraid to dive deep into self-discovery. Explore your passions, try new things, and embrace the things that make you unique. Remember, the more comfortable you are with yourself, the more comfortable you'll be with others. So take some time for yourself this week. Reconnect with a hobby you've been neglecting. Chapter 3. Step 2. Take small social steps. I know putting yourself out there can be scary, but start small. Here are some easy ways to build social connections. Start by simply saying hello to people you encounter in your daily life. The barista at your coffee shop, the person next to you in line at the grocery store, a fellow dog walker at the park. These small interactions can actually make a big difference. Join a club or group that aligns with your interests. Book clubs, hiking groups, volunteering opportunities. Shared interests provide a natural starting point for conversations and friendships. Take a class. Cooking, painting, pottery. Learning something new not only boosts your confidence, but also puts you in a room with people who share your curiosity. Don't underestimate the power of online communities. Find groups or forums related to your hobbies or passions. It's a great way to connect with like-minded people, even from afar. Remember, you don't have to become best friends with everyone you meet. The goal is to simply put yourself out there, to open yourself up to the possibility of connection, one small interaction at a time. And be patient with yourself. Building meaningful connections takes time and effort. So take a deep breath, choose one small step you can take this week, and go for it. Chapter 4, Step 3, Be open and give first. One of the best ways to break loneliness is by giving. Be the friend you wish you had. Listen, show kindness, and be open to new experiences. The energy you put out is the energy you attract. When we focus on giving, on being of service to others, something really powerful happens. We shift our attention away from our own loneliness and towards creating connection for ourselves and others. It doesn't have to be anything grand or complicated. Simple acts of kindness can go a long way. Offer a listening ear to a friend who's going through a tough time. Bake cookies for your neighbor. Volunteer your time to a cause you care about. And here's the thing about giving. It doesn't just benefit the recipient, it also benefits the giver. Studies have shown that acts of kindness boost our own happiness and well-being. So challenge yourself this week to perform one random act of kindness every day. You'll be amazed by how good it feels to make someone else's day, and you might even find yourself forming unexpected connections along the way. Chapter 5. Step 4. Learn to enjoy your own company. Sometimes we just need to learn to be okay with ourselves. Take yourself on a solo date, watch your favorite movie, or go on a peaceful walk. When you enjoy your own company, you'll naturally attract people who appreciate you for who you are. There's a quiet power in being comfortable in your own skin. It's about embracing those moments when you're alone and finding joy and contentment in your own company. It's about silencing that inner critic that tells you you're not enough and replacing it with self-compassion and acceptance. When you genuinely enjoy spending time with yourself, you radiate a different kind of energy. You're no longer desperately seeking validation or attention from others because you're already giving it to yourself. So make a date with yourself this week. Do something you love, something that makes you feel alive, and savor it. Be fully present in that moment and appreciate the gift of your own company. Read a book, take a long bath, listen to your favorite music, go for a hike in nature. Whatever brings you joy, make time for it. Loneliness doesn't have to be a life sentence. It's a signal that we need deeper connections, whether with ourselves or others. Start small, take action, and remember that you are worthy of connection and love. Remember, connection is a journey, not a destination. Give yourself grace, be kind to yourself, and keep taking those small steps towards connection. If this video helped you, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and drop a comment below. What's one thing you'll try to overcome loneliness? Let's build a supportive community together.